Hey everyone, so today I have the Gerber Sumo and I just recently got this in and I've been busy with work, so I haven't been able to get to the customizing part of my Folsom at the moment, so I figured I'll just do a quick review on the Gerber Sumo I just ordered. So let's get to opening it. I'll be using my Outdoor Edge utility knife. This is another blade that I purchased on Blade HQ because I needed a blade that I could kind of beat up and not worry about it and replace. So we'll just open this thing up and see how they package this thing. Okay, so we got some silica and the owner/warranty, I believe. And okay, wow, it's even got a zip tie. That's some pretty serious security right here. So we'll just take this off. Unfortunately, no sticker. That's one thing I wish a lot more companies would do, is put stickers in. It's one of the main reasons why I like Civivi. They give you 2 stickers. How nice is that? Okay, so this is it. Pretty hefty. Yeah, it's definitely got a good weight to it. I'll just grab my scale and we'll give it a quick weigh, see how many ounces it is. So it comes in at 5.3 ounces. So it's got the pivot locking system here, very similar to the SOG Terminus XR and the Benchmade Bug Out, but those are named differently. Kind of the same setup though. So let's see if we can open it one-handed. It's definitely takes some getting used to. I guess a bigger swooping motion will definitely open it up. Closing it is not that bad. I can close it no problem, but it's definitely something you have to get used to. And it's got a thumb open. And we'll see if we can do the Spidey flick on it. So that's one thing that's kind of, my finger seems to be hitting the pivot locking mechanism, but again, it's a bit on the larger side, and it's still brand new, so I'll probably have to break it in before I start trying to look cool when opening it in front of people. Definitely gonna need the practice. Alright, so it's enough messing with it. Let's get some measurements on this knife. So in the close position we have 5 1/8 inches. Let's get a measurement on the whole thing here. So we got exactly 9 inches. So that's a pretty serious knife. The blade is 3 7/8. So it's a good size blade. Got a lot of cutting edge here. The handle though is significantly longer than the blade, coming in at 5 1/16. So they definitely give you a lot of handle. I mean, if I had 7 fingers, I'd still be able to hold this hand comfortably. The ergos on it are actually pretty comfortable. You can even choke up on it a little bit, even with this little gap here right underneath the blade. Just out of curiosity, I want to see how thick the scales are. It's about 5/8 thick. So we know it has the pivot locking system. It's got a nice stone wash on the blade. It's one of the reasons why I got the red liner version. The blue one's really nice, and I like the color clash on that, but it didn't have the stone wash on it. And that's one of the things I do like on a knife is the stone wash. It's got G10 handles. I believe it's black and gray. It's got a drop point style blade with a flat grind. It's definitely super thin. It's got a reversible pocket clip, so you can go left or right carry, and that is tip up only, which is fine by me. And again, it's got the red accent liners, and I believe it's a ceramic coating, so pretty tough stuff. I'm not a huge fan of the glittery part. Another reason why I bought this Sumo was because it reminded me a lot of the CRKT tuna, and this is one of my many favorite knives by CRKT, and it's definitely similar in shape. Again, that's what caught my eye about the Sumo. And since we have it out, we can do a little size comparison here. So the tuna is, I believe it's an 8-inch. Oh, let's give it a quick measure just to compare. So yeah, it's 7 5/8. So it's a little bit smaller than the Sumo. And I'd say the ergos on the tuna compared to the Sumo are pretty similar, other than you have more of the handle sticking out. But both really good, comfortable knives. And going back to the locking mechanism on the Sumo, the only other knife I can really compare it to is the SOG Terminus XR, because I don't have a Benchmade yet, but I will. I'm eyeing the Mini Crooked River, which I'll probably be getting here pretty soon. It's pretty similar to the XR, and I kind of had the same situation when I first bought the XR. It was a little on the stiff side, but now that I've used it and oiled it up and cleaned it, it's definitely really easy to do the open and close. So again, once I get used to the Sumo and break it in, I'm sure I'll have the same results as I did with the Terminus XR. And we can do a size comparison with the XR as well. So yeah, the XR is significantly smaller. Comes in at 7 inches. So about almost a 2-inch difference in size. And again, I'll probably just have to break in the Sumo to get that easy, super easy action. One thing I noticed is it's definitely a lot easier to close. Eventually I'll get it down, but it works really good. Definitely locks in really well. There's really very little blade play, so that's really good. So the things I like about this knife are the style. Again, it reminds me of the CRKT tuna. It's definitely got a big lanyard hole. I'm not a huge fan of the lanyard holes, but if you want it, definitely has it. You like the stone wash. The ergos on it are really good. Fits in my hand well. The pivot locking system is nice. Again, not a huge fan of the glitteriness to the liner locks, but it is a nice color. Good size blade. Overall though, it's a knife I definitely carry a lot. Not that I don't carry all my knives. I try to carry all my knives, but that'd be ridiculous to have 20 knives in your pocket, or maybe not. Really, kind of the only thing that's really bugging me is, again, I'll go back to the Terminus XR. One of the things I do like about the XR is that it's a little bit smaller, and I can actually palm the bottom of the scales into my hand and actually put some downforce on the axis lock, and then that allows me to kind of really function it the way I want. I feel like I have more control over it. So that's one thing I can't really do with the Sumo. I really kind of have to use my fingers to kind of push into my palm with the pocket clip, and then I can push down on the pivot lock. So I guess if the handle was just a little bit shorter, it'd be perfect for my medium-sized hand. but if you have a large hand, I think this would be perfect. Maybe a little jimping would have been nice, but to each their own. Again, it doesn't really need it because you get a really good purchase on the handle. Again, I just thought I'd do a quick review and an unboxing on the Gerber Sumo. So let me know down below in the comments of what you guys think of the Sumo, and if you guys are fans of it or not. And if you do like this knife, make sure to check out the one with the blue liner. I believe it's got the black and white G10, and that looks good too. I was considering it, but it did not come with the stonewash blade, which is why I went with the red liner. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and feel free to share this video. I should have the James brand Folsom knife ready for you guys here by next week. Again, just been busy with work and just figured I could at least get a quick review on the Sumo. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.